Energy is all there is in the universe, and there are simple laws that we know to be true about energy. The amazing thing about energy is we don't have to know everything about science to understand how energy works. If we look into the physical world, it will tell us how energy works by the form that it takes, which we interpret with our five senses. When we think a thought, it has energy, even if it doesn't necessarily feel like it. Continuing to think the same thought gives it more muscle. See, just like going to the gym and lifting weights, thinking a continuous thought has the same effect. It begins to give that thought strength and builds an energetic muscle. One way to think of it is like putting a piece of gum somewhere and then every day continuing to put gum on that same spot over and over, and pretty soon you have a huge wad of gum. These energy forms become part of what I'd like to call our energy body. This energy body stores thoughts and emotions that become the power that creates our life. These thought forms have power and create our existence both on a conscious and mostly unconscious or subconscious level. The way that we can feel this energy body and what's in it is through our emotions. Beliefs are the thoughts that have impacted us on a deep level, and the ego has attached an anchor onto that experience to protect us. These memories that carry emotional weight are called flashbulb memories. Memories of 9/11 would be a good example of what a flashbulb memory is. These memories store themselves in our energy body and begin to appear over and over again in our lives. If you have a vivid memory of something traumatic happening in your life that really impacted the way that you see the world, then the feeling that experience created will start to drive the way that you create your life. Let's take a simple example like your first kiss. For many people, their first kiss is a flashbulb memory. It has a serious power because the body releases all kinds of fun chemicals that feel really good. This feeling has become a touchstone for other experiences. Now, when you kiss the person you are with, you feel the same emotion that created your first experience with relationships or physical contact. This example of a positive experience that feels good. But what about the ones that don't feel so good? Let's say that you watched your mom crying about their finances while you were growing up. This might have felt like sadness or anger that you couldn't help. It could have created feelings of helplessness or despair. Whatever the emotion that you name it, it can all be summed up with one name, and that name is fear. It is the opposite of our nature, which is love, and that is why it doesn't feel good. It is not in resonance with the rate at which we naturally vibrate, which is expansion. Now, when you think of money as an adult, you realize that the same energy is tied to money. You feel helpless, scared, or in despair about your finances. This feeling becomes the power that continues to create your experience around money. This continued thought about money can also create fear in the body, which can manifest as pain. Maybe when you think of money, you get a splitting headache. That stress and fear about money is manifesting in the body as an energy block. This is not allowing flow, and in this specific case, it is not allowing money to flow. This is how people can also develop chronic pain, illness, and all sorts of ailments tied to experiences of fear and stress. This tightness in the body is a signal that you have left the resonance of love for the experience of fear. When you feel this signal from the body telling you that something doesn't feel right, that is a gentle reminder that there is a belief there that needs your love and attention. This path back to love is the key to unlocking your freedom when it comes to energetic blocks. These blocks hold us back from achieving everything that we desire in life. They go against our natural perfection. Once you realize that these deep beliefs, memories, and emotions are creating your entire life, it makes you stand up and pay attention. You must become like a detective that seeks out these belief systems to expose their lies and to remind yourself of the truth of who you are. Denial is a sneaky culprit that holds us apart from the love that unlocks our abundance. If we continue to allow these deep beliefs to exist in our energy body, then we fall victim to the circumstances of our life. These beliefs show up as how we see everything around us. Paying attention to your negative judgments is a huge clue to discovering those hidden treasures of negative beliefs. These negative judgments are lurking beneath the surface, hoping not to be exposed. This is your opportunity to shine the light in the darkness and transmute that energy back into love and acceptance. Often these negative energies show up as self-hate or self-judgment. This is just a huge blinking arrow that is telling you where to look. If you are not accepting parts of yourself or haven't forgiven things that you have done in your past, then you are building a huge energetic block the size of the Hoover Dam. This is what is blocking your flow and holding you back from discovering your true nature, because everything that you are naturally flows to you with ease until there is an energy block standing in the way. Removing these blocks begins with acknowledgement of what your negative belief is. This is the thought that is in opposition to your natural state of love, flow, and expansion. Then, with acknowledgement comes acceptance of the situation and forgiveness of what we believe we did wrong. If we have formed a negative belief about abundance, then we realize that we were only operating out of a distorted memory that seemed to make sense at the time, but is no longer serving us. We can set ourselves free and remove the energy forms in our lives that keep showing up as negative experiences, people, places, and things. This is always just an invitation to return back to who we truly are, and that is love, the soul flame of the universe.